What is up, guys? So it's here. We're now officially in week 4, and a lot has happened since I last update you guys. So basically we put in the rest of the things that they needed from us, which sounds great. They called for majority of all our references, so that is our personal ones and our references basically that you need. And it sounds like that we're in the top to get the possibility of that house, which makes me excited. It makes me feel that there is a future, because over these last sort of 3 weeks or so, I have been fucking terrified. And until Mum told me more news about it, it literally made me so scared. I can't think of a future of a present at the moment until we know where the fuck we're going to live. So I decided what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give you a little tour of my room, because half of my shit is packed. The only thing that's not packed is where my window is, where my TV is, because half of that I'm going to pack. I'm going to pack some of it today, but I'm just going to get shit done on top of my wardrobe and underneath my bed. Now, my bed is something I've been wanting to do for the last 2 years. Well, technically, yeah, nearly 2 years. But that shit will be done either towards when we move or on the day that we're going to move. So, this is what we call Soph's room tour, because some of you guys have actually been asking me to do a tour. So, let's get started. So, here is my bed. Here it is. So sometimes when I do have my period, I actually do sleep on this side of the bed, because where my electric blanket is, it actually helps me for when I have my period to put on full blast, because it actually helps my back, because I get really bad back pain. So over here where my window is, that's where I put all my DVDs. And I was absolutely of an idiot, because I cut all of my whatever that thing is called again. I probably will chuck it in the video, and thought that it was a great idea. It wasn't. Trust me. Because of all the spiders and shit that's on my window, which I will show you on the day that I'm cleaning my room, and that when we'll be moving, I will show you why. Which, if you have a bit of a spider phobia, don't watch it. That is just my advice. So coming over here, where all my stuff is over there, I will be packing that really soon. Some I will pack, some I will just leave. And coming up over here, minus my light, up the top of here, and I'll be blurring my name there, as I usually do, because I don't want you all to know my real full name. But, well, actually, no, I would be blurring some of it, because there's people in there that I still care about. Basically, on the top of my wardrobe, I will be getting rid of some of it. Some of it I'm going to keep, and some of it I'm going to start thinking about giving to my own children, because a lot of that stuff I don't usually have anymore. But some of it I am getting rid of. Okay, next part, which is my wardrobe. Ew, that's a little bit better lighting for a bit. As you can see, I packed the majority of all of my wardrobe, including shit throughout some of the boxes in my room. So on top is the clothes. On the bottom is other things I have already packed, which makes me feel incredibly and happy for. Now, all I have to do is on top of my closet, underneath my bed, and the rest of the shit that's in the spare room, which I will show you in the next clip. So, basically under there, which is a massive pigsty, which I'm gonna admit it freaking is. What happens when you just chuck shit underneath your bed and you don't clean it for nearly 2 years. Do it. But other than that, almost all my whole room is nearly packed, which makes me really, really, really happy. Now I'm going to go show you the rest of my house. There's some things you are not going to see, like my mom's room. That's completely out of the question. And we're going to show you the next clip in something seconds. Okay, now we're back. So we're now in my lounge room. So this is the current pigsty that it is. Sorry, Mum. But this is how it looks like. We're going to turn this way. A lot of crap, but will be sold. Not only that, cabinets keeping some on there is going to auction, which I'm proud of my mom. But other than that, in here will be all packed, which I'm looking forward to. So let's continue going this way. Now I have closed my mom's door, so you're not seeing that, out of respect for my mom. So we're coming out in here, which these 2 boxes down here are for donating. I'm going to donate it to Mission Australia because of how much that they saved my life, and how I really want to get back. And hopefully after when we move to the new house, I'm going to start going back into youth stuff, getting back into before Hive closed down, which will make me really, really, really proud. And yeah, so I'm not going to show you on this part, well, what's that way, because that's where our actual door is. But all that's here is clothes, where we had our dryer, well, soon to be non-dryer. Tibby, shut up. So let's come this way. So, hang on, I will stop this video and I'm just going to move a few things. Alrighty, we are now in my soon to be non-kitchen. So we've been in this kitchen for 13 years. A lot of great things, a lot of shitty things that we've always hated about this kitchen. I will show you the front half of it in the sec. So when we move in, we had to get this completely replaced because the old one we had, we could not go into the oven. We literally had a baking oven right up there, no, not there, there, because our landlord did not fix it when we moved in. All that he fixed was the back fence, and I'm going to show you one of the part that has been scaring me since last winter, I should say, sorry about that. So as we come over here, this is where our cupboards have been. All up there has to be sorted. All over there has to be sorted. But I'm letting Mum sort that out because she told me not to go through shit. I'm going to respect that. Okay, let's now go to this side now. A lot of it's still messy, so please be gentle. So over here is where we feed our cats on. So all of there. One of the trestle drawers that, if I can fucking see my finger, right there, I'm keeping for my room, which I've already did. So let's go a little closer, minus the shitty litter that's underneath the table, which you guys are not going to fucking see. But right there has been the reason why in fucking March we had 2 places in our house that had no power. Kitchen, the electric points, no power. And even the half of the lounge room had no power. And that went on for 2 weeks until one day when accidentally Mum spilled on her one of her yucky teas that she kept there, which I did put in her Mother's Day card. Please clean your teacup so we can keep them, which literally I meant. And that's when the power went and we realized that she spilled something. Hey Tippy. She listens to me more than Mum. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to swap her around to show you the issue we have in the backyard and why we've been trying to get our landlord, who is a shitty now past landlord by the time that we moved out, the things that he should have cleaned in the back. And he did tell us not to worry about it. And trust me, we ain't, because it isn't now, is not a show up to when we move out. It's all on his ass. So let me just switch around and I'll show you. Okay guys, so what you're looking at is the already destroyed fence, shed that we had. Now this fence, this shed came apart last year in winter. Okay my beauties, we are now back in my room. So I hope that little sort of video, or I don't know how these videos are going to be until I actually edit them all, but I hope you understand some of that trauma we've been living with. I think we've been going through this for the last 5 years, with shitty plumbing, with the aircon not getting fixed properly, that back shed, and just so much more we've been dealing with our landlord, that it's come to a point where we can no longer live here. And when he did say that he was actually going to sell the place last year, that turned into, now I just re-rented the house underneath your noses. And it just sucks. You know, thinking that 13 years, sorry, I have to hold my phone because I'm joking at the moment. My anxiety loves to be a bitch sometimes. But, it made me realize, that when we did, come here, there was no lease. And the fact that he gave us the wrong termination form, which fucked him over. So technically we do have 60 days to leave. With no given reason, it's 90 days. But when he told us literally 3 to 4 weeks ago, it made Mum and I insanely more stressed out. So I felt it, she felt it, and we're just trying to get out. So this is the beginning of this week. I will give you guys a midway update, which I'm going to do on Thursday, because I'm going to show you what my aunt and I have done. Because once we get rid of the majority of that shit out, because there's some things I will be keeping, it's just going to look better. I'm going to move half of my boxes out so I can still access stuff, and then just go from there. Alright, so I'll see you technically in 3 to 4 days. In my time, in your time will be probably within seconds. But until then, I'll catch you all on Thursday. Hi guys, Sophs here and welcome back. So this is the ending of week 4. So most of the rest of this week, all that we did do was pack. But then Thursday, my aunt was a lot more sick, so we didn't actually get to pack anymore, which is okay. That's fine. We have most of the stuff packed. Mum did pack most of the kitchen, and even though that she packed away most of the things that we actually use, it was a bugger. So, for those who haven't been keeping in touch on my Instagram during June, this week was actually my 8 years anniversary in recovery, which is excellent. Even though that I felt like my family didn't acknowledge my important day, and not many people did, until I had to tell my aunt, and I was so physically upset that I didn't felt like myself for the rest of that week. I just did not feel myself at all. And the positive thing that did also came out of that, not only that it was my 8 years in recovery, but my channel had about 47k views, with a decent amount of subscribers. So for those who are on my channel, welcome. But that really screwed me up. Not only that, but Friday was my last counselling session and I was just furious. I felt heartbroken because we were talking about a potential house that was nearly right across from my mum's parents, which one is in a nursing home and one is like literally right that still lives there. And as someone who suffers from PTSD, I was afraid that my mum's PTSD would act up and my aunt's PTSD would act up. And we argued, even though she did say that this would be a great opportunity for us to live in a good, well home, which is fair enough, but we weren't going to move there. And I put my foot down, and then when my aunt talked to her, she put her foot down. And when we did generally talk about it, I told her that if I were to move closer to my father, which will never happen in a million years, she will straight up not let that happen. And that's what I was doing personally. I wanted her to know that I care about her. And she didn't listen to me. Even when she asked about my final counselling appointment that we had on Friday as well, she was saying, oh, do I have to go? And it's like, really? Because with all my counselling that I have been doing, you know, it has been great to talk to someone about how I truly feel. You know, with me, I do yell at my family. And when I feel like I'm not being heard, I yell. And when I talk to someone who doesn't judge me, just listens, that's what makes me feel so much more like I'm a part of the family. Because even though I am the baby of the family, I still feel like they treat me different. You know, I'm the last person to know family events. I'm the last one to know about what's really happening, which makes me angry, you know. And even though, yes, I am working on myself, I need to know what's happening to, you know, get myself ready, to get myself ready and included. You know, it's one of the reasons why I dread when my brothers come around, you know. I dread that, you know, and I don't want to feel that way. But other than that, you know, it has been stress. Even not being able to post the fact that we're having to move from where we've been living for 13 years. And that's what I'm going to call this entire blog now. Even though I'm still doing weeks, I'm going to change it from next week. So next week, and I'll be changing all of the names from now on. Next week is a new beginning, and hopefully it's going to be for the best. So I'm ending this week. Well, technically I'm already in this week by like 6 days, but that's okay. I haven't had the courage to really sit and talk to you about what's been happening, but this week is different, and join me for that video within seconds.